Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can perform a one sample z-test using R. I'm using Jupyter Lab, but the R code should also work in, for example, RStudio. I'm currently having R version 4.3 and I only have the packages that come with R pre-installed and loaded. Now this test is a test for a single mean. So for example, if you want to test if the population average might be 50 years old. For smaller sample sizes, usually the student t-test is actually preferred, but I'll go over the z-test in this video. To show you how this can be done, I'll need some example data, so I'll load in a file from the General Social Survey from 2012, adjusted for example purposes. I don't need all their data, I just need one numeric field. So I'll be using the age field for this. It has some missing values, so I'll remove those with NA omit. There is a category of 89 or older, so I'm just going to replace those with 89 and then make sure everything is numeric. So all of that is done over here, and I store the result under scale field. I'll set my hypothesized mean 50 and then go over how to perform the test. I have a separate video where I show you how this can be done simply with my own library, but if you want to use other people's libraries, for example, the BSDA has a z-test function, so once installed and then loaded, you can use the z.test, type in the data, set the hypothesized mean, and if you don't know the standard deviation in the population, a good estimate is usually the sample version. There is a bit of a warning, but in the end we get the results, the z value and the p-value. This is below 0.05, which is the usual threshold. Therefore we would reject the null hypothesis. Therefore we would have a significant result, and the true mean is not equal to 50. The DES tool also has a function z-test, so if we load that library after installation, I can use it by setting again the data, the hypothesized mean, and using the sample standard deviation. And you get almost the exact same result. Now, you can also not use any libraries. This is the formula to calculate the z statistic, which takes the sample mean minus the mean according to the null hypothesis divided by the standard error. The standard error in itself is actually this should be the population standard deviation, but usually approximated with the sample version, divided by the square root of n, the sample size. Now we can use length to get that sample size. We can use mean to get that sample mean, and we can use SD to get the standard deviation. So we actually have everything we need. We just type in the formulas and eventually we get our Z value. Now as for the p-value, we can use the normal distribution, the standard normal distribution. It's actually in the stats library from R. So we can simply use the p-norm. I'm taking the absolute value of the Z value, so that's always a positive one. I subtract the result from 1 and then double that result for a two-sided test. And that's how you can perform the z-test one sample with R. Hope this video was helpful, and thank you for watching.